back at it again, and we've got one here from the Next News Network on a serious topic of discussion that, obviously I think that we all should be talking about and speaking about and making everyone that we possibly can aware of the true situation, because I'll dive deeper into this, but they've tried to hide some things more recently that they've said and posted, and then once people figured out, oh, wait, they've like tried to delete it and, call people who called them out on it conspiracy theorists and fake and liars and all of this other stuff. So I think it's important that we discuss these topics, these topics, because at the end of the day, it could affect us all. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's dive in.
The global power grab has taken an ominous turn. Stunning revelations from a prominent speaker of the Davos World Economic Forum have confirmed that wealthy elites are working together to create a one-world government. With a shocking plan for total domination of the globe, billionaires, it appears, want to rule the world and take away our freedom. The disturbing agenda is now being revealed as attendees at the World Economic Forum annual event agree that the elite aim for totalitarianism with a noble duty attitude, and further evidence that has been unveiled that hints at an overarching New World Order plot to gain ultimate control. It seems we're now facing a dark new reality where billionaire ambition surpasses individual nation sovereignty. We must be on guard against their nefarious scheme. I'm Gary Franchi, and news breaks every day here. Be the first to know when. Tap subscribe and stay informed. Pakistan's foreign minister alarmed the world at the annual World Economic Forum, which gathers the world's top global fascists together, when he explicitly stated that the event's ultimate goal was to establish a new world order. Watch.
And they all call us crazy when we say stuff like that. I think even like there's like a little information little tab, like a fact check that pops up when you start talking about the NWO. Like, it's this conspiracy thing, but listen.
Here at WEF, I believe we're discussing, there's a lot of discussion about what the new world order will be, or how, even in the context of our new Helsinki, how do we work towards that new normative international order that allows us to address our differences and disputes as the civilized world. And I believe perhaps we are at the moment in such a hyper-partisan, hyper-polarized time that we're not going to be able to form that new Helsinki today. But I hope going forward we are able to do, we must form and improve our normative and international institutional order.
No, we don't. That's not a must.
Nationally, so that we can address these complaints. I hope this time round, once we're building this new world order or new rules-based order, the voice of the global south and the developing world is included.
This statement left many people questioning whether this new world order would be beneficial at all, and raised concerns that this could result in further erosion of national sovereignty and diminish autonomy for countries around the globe. It remains to be seen if any changes will be made, but as news of Pakistan's foreign minister, his speech, spread globally, it surely caused concern in many minds. An additional speaker complained about countries prioritizing their own sovereignty over the interests of the world order. Watch.
We have to take care of the rules of the international law and really respect that, and not change it in a time when there are countries that choose the way not to respect them. And Russia chose that way. So we have countries that are respecting the rules, and we have countries that are respecting their national interests going beyond the rules. And that is what is happening, and we have to take into consideration the world order.
Unlike when actual globalists use the phrase, the established media still treats the New World Order as a conspiracy theory that doesn't exist.
Sure does.
In the New World Order, what will life be like? Well, numerous Davos attendees have explicitly explained how it will be manifested, so wild guessing really isn't necessary. 5-minute cities, though, that resemble prisons are in the works. Watch.
So this video is a video of the principle of the line, which is really the revolution in
Look at this. Take a look at what he's about to explain and tell me, is this something that you guys want? I will say no. All right. It's not something that I personally want. That's for sure.
Urban design that NEOM is pioneering. And we can talk a little bit more about that as we go through the rest of the panel in the session.
So when I'm looking at this, it's a grid infrastructure.
Yeah, so basically the way it works is it's 170 kilometers long, 200 meters wide, 500 meters high. Wow. The height is from the sea level. So as you go inwards and the topography actually goes up, then the height of the actual building structure reduces until you get to the mountains where it actually, you no longer have a mirror line. The idea is about what we call zero gravity urbanism, which is not necessarily having to be linked and anchored to a ground. How can we think of cities that go vertical and not only horizontal? This has many benefits. It's 5 minutes walk from all of your needs. Each module is 800 meters wide, and each module will take 80,000 people on average. Obviously, some are going to be more densely populated than others. And when you do it this way, you're only 5 minutes walk away from your school, your hospital, supermarket. The other thing is that the catchment area becomes a lot bigger. The catchment area for businesses becomes an 80,000 catchment area within a 5 minute walk, which, as you can understand, instead of opening many pharmacies or many stores, that one store will service a much bigger catchment area than it typically does in other cities that have, 15, 20,000 people in even dense cities, catchment areas like New York and London. The idea as well is to reduce the footprint. So imagine 9 million people living on 34 square kilometers. And if you compare that to other cities, it's almost the 2% of the size of London, yet taking the same amount of population at end state. The first module is going to finish in 2027, end of 2027. And as you can imagine, this is a generational project. So it will continue to go on until 2045 when the whole project is complete. We think of this as not a start and an end. This is a city that is being built. So it's being designed forever. Yep. And hence the glass walls to give it its timeless appeal, as well as a integration with nature in a way like you would never see before.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't sound like a great city to live in to me. All right, living within two mirrored walls that are taller than skyscrapers, apparently, in this little sliver of land. Like, no, if I want to go live off by myself, then let me go live off by myself. I don't want to have to be, right next to people. Some people like living in densely populated areas. Some people prefer to live in less dense areas. But with that, you have no choice. You have no choice. And then they try to push it and make it sound all sweet and nice and like, no, that's not what we asked for. So why are you doing this? It's to control us. I'm just saying. But what do y'all think? Maybe I'm wrong. Talk to me.
Oh, and here's a Saudi Arabian diplomat who envisions a future without cars.
Virtually no traffic. You can go to different places very efficiently without using cars. There are no cars.
Not one single car?
It's going to be different types of transportation that are, like I said, environmentally friendly. There will be, it's based on renewable energy.
And of course, there would be no freedom of speech. Watch.
Well, we need the people who understand the language and the case law in the country. Because what qualifies as hate speech, as illegal hate speech, which you will have soon also in the US, I think that we have a strong reason why we have this in the criminal law. We need the platforms to. I think that which you will have soon also in the US. I think that we have.
Hate speech laws, which you will have soon in the U.S. Nah. I'm not going for it. don't want it, don't care about it, you and all of you other international folks, keep your laws where you're at. All right? Don't worry about us. If anybody here wants some hate speech laws, go wherever this chick is the head or wherever she's from. Okay? Because apparently that's what they have. So if that's what you want, go over there. Over here, we keeping our freedoms. All right? Amen. Let's get back to
strong reason why we have this in the criminal law. We need the platforms to simply work with the language and to identify such cases. The AI would be too dangerous.
And of course, remember, you'll be eating bugs.
Insects are becoming a trend. The Western diet has to kind of shift and change. And most importantly, it's natural, it's normal, and it's the way that we have to feed the future. We're facing big global challenges. People don't believe that they can make a change, but you really, really can, because you making a change is the only change you can really make. When it times is by 9 billion people, it makes a fundamental difference the way that we live in this planet.
And when you make that change, you will own nothing and like it.
You'll be happy.
A sinister plan has been unveiled in which wealthy elites are plotting a grand transformation of the world into a one-world government. What makes this sinister agenda deeply alarming is the extent to which they plan to restrict our freedom, from being forced to eat bugs, banned from owning a car, and even forbidden from speaking, to living in prisons. Billionaires appear willing to do anything for ultimate control. The Davos World Economic Forum provided crucial evidence of their intention as attendees discussed these plans openly. Further revelations have only stoked suspicions that a new world order is at play. And now we find ourselves facing an unprecedented reality where the ambitions of billionaires may mean that no nation's sovereignty is safe. It's more important than ever that we take steps to defend ourselves against this malicious plot.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, obviously, you know, what are your thoughts and your opinions on all of this going on? And my thing is, you know, if they feel like they're so right, why do they feel the need to try to silence people all the time? That's my question. Like, in my mind, and listen, maybe I'm some lunatic, you know, maybe I'm crazy. All right. That's definitely a possibility. Or I'm just wrong. Okay. But in my mind, it's almost like you're telling on yourself when you try to silence people that have a different idea than you. Because it lets me know that you can't really back up what it is that you're saying or what it is that you're trying to do. You can't give a good reasoning for it. You can't give a good reasoning for some of these things that you're trying to push for. So you silence people who speak out against it. Because I'm all for debating people on, you know, some of my ideas and why I think certain ways about certain things, right? So when you're against debating, when you're against other people speaking freely, I don't know, to me that says a lot. But like I said, y'all can let me know how you feel in the comment section. And all of this stuff is just absolutely insane. The fact that these folks, because they have a few more dollars in their pockets than the rest of us do, they feel like they're all high and mighty and they get to control what it is that we can do and say, apparently. It's just absolutely sickening. Absolutely sickening. Listen, obviously I don't live over there, but I hadn't heard of anyone asking for a mirror city, right? the line or whatever they call it. I've never heard anybody ask for that. Hey guys, can we live in a city that's just a line so we could just all condense and live like right underneath one another? Can we all do that? Like, no, that came, I feel like, from them. Hey, we can get all these guys and gals in one area, control them, keep them in a certain area. But hey, what do y'all think? Maybe I'm a big conspiracy theorist or a nut job. I don't know. Y'all talk to me in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.